From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Milton. Oh, man, open downfield is Milton. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Okay, break. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Genji. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Jared Verse there to make the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's Milton. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of a 1st down after a gain of 7.
I'm not sure how many guys grew up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands, I can do some things.
19 Tiger.
Try and throw with Milton. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
Very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Upward throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bears, 1st down.
Up the middle they go. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another.
That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On second down, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, 3rd and long.
What is up?
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Santos' kick is good. And the Bears, they're on the board. It's 7-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. First down, here's Milton. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Raiders.
To the air, it's Milton. He'll find Pinty at the backfield.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll run with Pinty, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Milton. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Mustang 19. Go.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. No one there to pick up the pressure. He'll go down. They got him. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
What is on?
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 20-yard line.
We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Keep it on the ground with Genty. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Let's go now. Time to be lying.
Throwing, Milton. That's over the middle and intercepted. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
The score, Bears 10, Raiders 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Finding his tight end, Mayer. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
From the gun, here's Milton. That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down. after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Vegas.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Milton gonna look to throw it again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And remember, he threw that pick 6 on the previous drive, so don't think that's still not in the back of his head. He's certainly not going to risk giving the ball away again, and good decision there to just throw it away.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Quick throw. Here's Besh on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
18 Cardinal.
To the air once more is Milton. Right back to Besh. He's got another one. And he's very close to a first down. Out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short. So it is 4th down.
Bronco switch. Come on.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
A run. Genty. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Check. Let's go now. Ready.
They'll go again with Genty. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here's 3rd and 2. In motion, Besh.
Ready.
Milton from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable, Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
On 4th down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Raiders will level the score at 10 apiece.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
Here comes a return from the 5. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Ready to hold up.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And they'll be set up now. Out past the 40 with that one. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready to
Handoff here, up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
On his 48-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. To throw is Williams. Got the hook up there to Odunze. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ready to
4th quarter begins on the ground. A modest game, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Ready to run.
On the RPO, quick toss to Burton. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready to
That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense. as they kick it off. Gray's going to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
18 rattle. Cut 19.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Ready up.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. To the left side, into the hands of Beck.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. He'll get this off to Genty. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Looking out of the gun is Milton. That's going to be intercepted. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
The Bears take over.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gotten super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he will go all the way. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Bears. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Makes the score Bears 20, Raiders 10. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Dragon 60.
Looking to throw, it's Milton. Now he'll air one out. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. Second and 11. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one in the win column for the Bears. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.